It's no secret, Catch-Up is garbage, and today I'm diving once again into that amazing format of Catch-Up, of Little Cup, and we're gonna use 3 Pokemon, full Shadow mode, and of course I did a no and 20 I guess overall, so that's why I'm gonna showcase only losses today. So yay, let's go trainers, but before we hop into the battles, cue the intro. Let's begin today's content with the amazing Triple Shadow team now. So we're having Sneasel from the Isui region, able to do so much damage with the poison jabs, but at the same time we get destroyed down by the Dragon Breaths. So not the best exchange in damage output ever, but still kinda manageable I guess. So right after we're just gonna turn the battle with our Galvantula, and look at that, almost getting completely farmed down. We managed to get their shield out of play, but those fire spins are still hurting a lot our Natu over here. I'm just gonna go for the shield right after we got the drill peck, and let's see how much damage we can do, because we can absolutely destroy down their final shield, but unfortunately not that Ninetales. So down we go into the first one, and now let's move forward into the second with a kind of an even scenario with that Charjabug up in front. These battles are extremely fast. I went on an 0-20 loss streak, and that's because of how glassy this team is, okay? But you can definitely count on that Galvantula at some point to do massive damage on your opponents, and especially when Lance is around, you can manage to get the upper hand eventually with those debuffs. So at least this is the plan. Let's see how we can execute it here, because we managed to get both of them shields out of play, but at the back they have Seal, which can do so much damage with those leaks on our Psychic type Pokemon. So right here now we're just gonna try to completely farm down with those moves, but unfortunately we cannot, and we're gonna fall short to that trainer. Into the next one now with a Marill up in front. Of course here we can do so much damage with the poison jabs, but at the same time you can see how bulky that Pokemon is for the entire meta. So we're just gonna exchange some heavy damage outputs here, even though Marill is not known for its damaging scale, but still we can absolutely survive those bubbles with a little bit of HP at some point. So here comes now their next move, and I considered going for the shield here, but at that last second I decided not to, because I want to keep that final shield for my Galvantula to eventually farm down whatever remains. And all of a sudden they have a Shackle as well. Such a bulky team against such a glassy one. Can we possibly win this one, trainers? Let's see together, because another launch is imminent and we need to survive here, but we cannot. And of course I'm just gonna go ahead and quit this battle, since my Natu is just gonna get walled down by that Shackle. Into the next battle now, and we're having another weird lead, this time against Bronzor. This is Catch-Up. I don't know why people are building Pokemon like this. Nobody can have fun even in the low ranks, because after these battles I fell around the Ace rank, and that was absolutely devastating for me to see Pokemon like Lickitung, like Bronzor, like Shackle. What are you doing over there? So Body Slam now has to be blocked. Whatever they throw has to be blocked. Even a simple Surf or whatever from any Pokemon out there has to be blocked on my team, because we have nothing to survive with. Our bulk is non-existent. So close combat now, able to almost one-shot the Gligar, but they want to block here. So at this point we're just gonna reveal our final asset, which is Natu. Hello asset, goodbye asset, and we're gonna take this loss once again. Into the next battle now with another Bronzor. Oh my freaking goodness. So those poison jabs are resisted by a lot, but what I want to do here is to go at least for a close combat on their end, and once again I cannot even throw it on time because they managed to block, and this is not gonna be kind of a good scenario for me. Now my Galvantula can come into the battle, and since they want to stay in, I have a feeling that perhaps my Natu can have the upper hand towards the end game. A Mud Boy up against our electric typing, but because they're super glassy, one lance will manage to destroy down the remaining HP on a full HP scale almost from that Whiskas. Now Bronzor will return once again, and of course we can do a little bit of extra damage on their side with that lance, able to destroy them down as well with a Volt Switch, absolutely clutch. But at the back, this could be our first victory in this video, but we cannot do it. They have a Vulpix from the Alola region with Powder Snow. Are you kidding me? Absolutely a terrible scenario for us, and we get swept by that Pokemon. Oh my goodness, into the next one now. Let's see how this is gonna end, because we definitely need at least one victory. Can we do it, trainers? So Frostlass up against us. This is another bad one for our team, especially when we have a Flyer super classy as well at the back. I'm just gonna stay in here, see how this goes. We managed to get the shield, and perhaps now we can farm down with those Volt Switches, because it seems like we can do it. Yes, we can, trainers. Absolutely awesome. Now we're both even on shields, but we can definitely grab their final shield out of play if we can play this correctly with those lances. Lance number 1, but unfortunately once again they have a Bronzor on their side. This is not looking that well, as it seems we need to rely a lot on our Natu for the end game, and they have a Wobbuffet as well. Those bulky Pokemon exist all the time, but I guess Wobbuffet is a cheap way to participate in Little Cup, because this one as well doesn't have return, which means that it has only one move, and that is Mirror Coat. To be fair, you can easily catch even one Wobbuffet at this amount of CP outside in the wild. So able to go for the complete farm down here after we block that final Mirror Coat, but Bronzor has enough energy. I tried to catch, this is not gonna happen, and right after we're gonna fall short to another very skillful and pretty not budget trainer. So yeah, we're gonna take this. Anyways, into the final one now, trainers, and we're having the Dino from the start of the video up against our Hisuian Sneasel, and down we go once again to those Drango Breads. However, we managed to get one shield in the process, and of course if we can farm down here, but we cannot, we can have the upper hand, so Litwick will be at the very end and they will completely farm us down in a very weird battle. That is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end, but today's content was kinda weird. Still, if you enjoyed, leave a like before you go, subscribe to the channel, and I really hope to see you all into the next one.